That oil in this can?
Hey, I'm Dina Blizzard, and you're watching One Funny Morning. Welcome to One Funny Morning Show. From Monday to Friday.
And sometimes on Saturday.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
You never know what's gonna happen.
Carmen.
Cortez.
Good morning, everybody.
What's outside your weather drawer?
Good morning. Uppie, everybody. Good morning. Lisa Zavisha. I'm coming to you from my very ugly kitchen in Livonia, Michigan, and you're watching One Funny Morning with my pretend best friend from the internet and your host, Dina Blizzard. Lisa, what a beautiful opening video. You should see how you spell her last name. I'm so glad that she said it. Zavisha doesn't look like that at all. Good morning, everybody. It's a crazy morning here. If you can tell, I've been up for a while. Happy Friday, girl. It's Friday. Friday. Good morning. Good morning. I got a chef over here making breakfast. Don't forget the roasted peppers.
They're in now. Do I put the eggs in now?
Let them heat up a little bit, Dean.
How long?
Move it around a little. Is that on high heat? Put it on medium. You're going to burn the eggs. Good morning, everybody. So this morning I had to take Dean. His car is getting fixed. Finally, the piece came in. There's like a recall, extended warranty, blah, blah, something. So we had to do all the today's my anniversary. 16 years together, 11 years married, and I still like him too, said Beth. Congratulations. So we got up today to go drop his car off. Jeff is coming over today. We're going to be taking some pictures of the new merch. So when it comes out, you'll be able to see it. I am a backseat chef. It's tattoo day. Tattoo day. What kind of tattoo you getting? To Idaho from Vegas. Oh, just heading out and stuck in traffic already. Oh, Carrie, that's so exciting with the baby on a college rush. So you're going to go look at colleges? Carrie, that's so exciting. The other Karen I just saw. Prayers. Yeah, Hardy sister number 1. I know. Well, he's making breakfast because I was starving and I was going to be late for work. And I had to go drop his car off for the second time. So he's being very kind. So lots happening here. I did not get to see the whole Golden Bachelor because Dean yelled at me. So I missed parts of it. So we can talk about it another time. And ripping my house apart from my wine and ween shirt. 31st surgery coming up. Please pray. Miss everyone bunches. Said Smirgen Gurgen Smirgen. Are you using a non-stick, Dean? That's a non-stick pan. It needs a non-stick spatula. You can't use that. You're going to ruin my pan. Find a non-stick spatula. Not in there. Not in there either.
Wooden spoon.
That's not how you make it.
Yeah, it's over there. It's the black one.
Oh, I've never seen Dean make eggs before.
I've never seen you make anything.
No. So I don't know. He'll be 1 on Halloween, says Jasmine. Jasmine, what a fun birthday. Brooke, would you like it if your birthday was on Halloween? You'd be like, everybody celebrate. I would tell you I'd be like, Brooke, everybody's celebrating your birthday. Everybody's going to dress up. The mirror did not get installed. It's supposed to get installed later today, Cindy. And I'm waiting for the light in the shower. It's supposed to be here Wednesday. And then I said, my mom is coming on Saturday. That looks right. I need a little ketchup and some bread.
All right.
Yeah, love them, said Katie. I would tell my kid if they were born on Halloween that everybody dressed up for them. Leaving today for my 60th birthday Mediterranean cruise. Girl, you gonna have a good time. The sticker's over here. It's because the window's open today.
I really hope that tastes good.
Why wouldn't it taste good? 14 and 12. I know, Tanya. You have to join me on my next adventure. Falls on Thanksgiving. I don't get to celebrate it, then I have to cook. And prayed. Her daughter, my daughter was born November 1st. You put ketchup on eggs. Of course you do. Girl, this is Jersey. Is the bread cooking? Is that what's happening?
No, I threw it outside. No, it's coming.
Where's all the peppers?
Where's all the peppers?
There's like 5. Did you count it out or something?
Bro, why?
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Why would you put
I'm
the
using
cap
it.
on?
I'm using it.
There was always fireworks. Her birthday was July 5th. And I said, everybody is celebrating.
No,
I would
because
totally
the cap looks
do
like
that.
it's on,
Okay.
and then you go to shake the milk and it's not on. Why would you?
You
do that?
placed.
I was
She
using
placed the cap
it. It was
on
in front
top
of
of the
me.
milk, and then I went to grab it and was like, "Here we go, let's drink some milk."
And then you shook it up like a crazy
And I
person.
Shook it up, and then it went all over the place.
I hope everybody saw the fun time that Dean and I had last night. He's like, Mom, we should hang out more.
That's not what I said.
Did you see the picture? So all day yesterday, I said to Dean, Dean, let's go do work in the she shed. I keep trying to get anybody to come do work with me in the she shed. I'm like, come work in my office. I think I don't want to be alone in the office.
What do you want on this bread?
Nothing. It goes with these eggs. It would have been made into a sandwich. So we got out. Thank you, Dean. You love when the waiter gives you the toast like with his fingers.
I was gonna say, like, surprised she didn't say anything.
Yeah, she did.
Your toast.
Every moment, Missy. So we were in the shed working. Then came back in here. I tried to watch The Golden Bachelor, and he got mad because we weren't focused. And then he get out a Coronita. No, he didn't butter. There's no butter. He literally took his man hands, stuck it in the I actually put it in the toaster. So he took it out, walked it over here with his dirty fingers. And guess what? I don't care. I'm so hungry. Did I have dinner? Andrew, you can come roll.
Also, I'd like to clarify.
I'm so hungry. I'm so sorry. What?
We were watching The Golden Bachelor, and we were actively like trying to work on something. And I'll show you what it felt like.
I don't know what you're talking about. Dean, do you understand that multitasking is basically every woman's life?
Oh yeah, wait, Mom. My trumpet teacher, he was talking about something, and then he was like, "I can't do 2 things at once. I'm not a woman."
What?
Yeah, and I was like, "Period." I was like, "Yes."
Huh?
I was like, "Women." Oh yeah.
Wait. Was that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a good thing. Women.
Kathy was like, did I have dinner? I wish I had that problem. You can't remember? I think I did.
So we were actively like talking and trying to work on this project, and then she was like, I gotta watch The Golden Bachelor. And she's like, what do you want to talk about? I was like, That's what it felt like.
No, it wasn't.
That's what it felt like to work. And I was like, are you?
He
Are
was
we gonna
visibly
focus?
angry. He was visibly angry.
Are we gonna focus and just? She was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Are you gonna turn that off?" She's like, "Why? Why would I?"
Now, we had been talking to Missy a little earlier.
Why would I turn this off?
And it was
watching The Golden
lovely.
Bachelor.
When Missy's on the phone,
Doesn't this make you feel engaged?
he was like, Missy, yeah. Okay, stop it.
What do you mean? I'm watching The Golden Bachelor.
Yeah, that's what he sounds
You
like.
see how frustrating it would be?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And did you even watch The Golden Bachelor, Dean? He's a very gentle person.
It wasn't like music, you know, like I can do like if we're working or talking or like music, I can do like classical music, right? Something with not like no words, just like the instrumental. But like having to talk to someone and then have like a show on the background, like someone like talking against you, that's crazy.
You're gonna have a hard time when you have babies.
That's crazy. I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because my brain, I like to like if I'm watching a show, I like to be all in, you know, like
you want to be all in
and take in every word and
okay.
everything.
No, women don't want to be all in.
So
we want to have a foot over here, on top of our head, somebody on our boob while we pee, shower, and then type to an email and fold the laundry. That is actually every morning. I'm like, oh, I hope that happens today. Mm-hmm. Good thing he's not a teacher. He was not meant to be a teacher. Mm-mm. Here's Doris. I'm going to make rice pudding today. Doris is trying to change the subject. And I agree with you, Doris. If you have extra rice pudding, please call me. Mm-hmm. Tell Dean to move up a little bit. His face looks foggy. Clean that. No, made it worse. Somehow there's just a giant Jesus streak right across Dean's face. Yeah. When I talk on the phone, it drives me nuts. Mm-hmm.
how do we do that?
I don't know. It's almost like every time you do that, the line changes. It does. I wonder what that is.
Oh no.
Now it's gone. No, now it's
No,
up and
now
down.
it's up and down.
You're literally in it. Jesus said, nope. I was bebopped. Bobby already bebopped. She's like, you never have glasses on your head this early. No, I don't. It's because I already been out, dropped a car off, went to the gas station, then stopped at Acme, got some more lemonade. It's just a weird thing to do. Duh. I held it up like.
You want to talk
My
about drafts?
Hmm?
Oh, you said you were gonna pull up that draft video.
Okay, so we're talking about drafts. So tell everybody, I don't even know how we got on the topic of the survival of the fittest. How did we get to it?
Because we were talking about like how our bodies. We were talking about poop. That's how we started. We were talking about poop.
We said Colby's going to live forever. And what if the secret elixir, because he's 14 and he's a big dog and he should be dead. What if the secret elixir is poop? That this whole time it's been readily available. Colby is now preserving
and
himself
only
from
those
the
brave
inside.
enough.
Brave. So I said, what did I say?
So we started talking about poop and like the
Poop.
uses of it and like how your
I
body,
didn't.
how it works.
I said there were no uses for poop.
How it works in your body. Then I said like, oh, the body is like a perfect machine. But the ultimate we got to like, I was like, hey, have you ever heard about the draft story? And she was like, what's that? I was like, well, in school they always tell you like drafts used to have short necks. And that, for the longest time they had really short necks.
Wait, before we finish this, I said, the dog's older. He can't hear me. He can't see me. I said, but there's something that happens, and I don't know what it is. Because as a young dog, if I said, Colby, eat this poop, he'd be like, you're disgusting. There's something wrong with you. Now his eyes are starting to glaze over. He's got the white on his eyes, and he says a little bit of a limp, and he eats poop. But my question is what happens in the brain that you move right past And right past the smell, and you were just like, this is a great idea. Is it the loss of smell? I don't know. But anyway.
The loss of smell and taste and any brain function.
Wondering what people think of you. But go ahead.
So I was like, have you ever
Side
heard?
note. I hope I don't get this, whatever that affliction is.
I was like, have you ever heard of the draft story? And she was like, what was that? I was like, well,
Giraffe. It sounds like he's saying draft story, but
the
he's
draft
saying
story.
giraffe.
When you turn 18.
Say giraffe.
Draft.
Giraffe.
Draft. DraftKings.
Drafts, exactly.
DraftKings.
Yeah. Giraffe.
So in school they would tell us like drafts used to have short necks. And at a certain point, but there used to be one long necked giraffe, and they would always make fun of that guy. They'd be like, "Oh, you got a long neck, you dumb giraffe." But then they don't explain why, but all of a sudden, all the trees get taller.
It wasn't all of a sudden.
They don't
Dean.
point out why, but all of a sudden the trees get taller, and so none of the short giraffes can eat any food, but the one tall-necked giraffe has all he
All
can
the
eat all
foods.
of it. And then all of a sudden the ladies are like, "Hey, buddy." And then they start reproducing, and then now we have long-necked giraffes.
First of all, everybody's real busted up about how you're saying giraffe.
Drafts?
Giraffe. It's 2 syllables. You're saying 1 syllable. Draft.
Draft.
Giraffe.
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 Wait, it's 2 syllables?
Giraffe. Giraffe.
Wait, hold on. Giraffe or giraffe? You're saying it's 2 syllables?
Well, the way I'm trying to get you to make it a 2 different words.
Giraffe
I'm gonna
or
ask.
giraffe?
Stop. I'm gonna ask how you say giraffe.
So that giraffe was a player. That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm like, they got a pronunciation.
Here we go.
Giraffe. I guess it is giraffe.
No, it's giraffe.
I'm just trying to save you some time in your day.
You have wasted so much time of us trying to get you. Giraffe. Just clap it out. Giraffe.
Giraffe.
Giraffe. That's not right. A lot of people can't say aluminum.
Aluminum.
So fine.
Aluminium.
Okay.
Um,
Does Dean need to come to my classroom? Said Tanya. Giraffe. Anyway, so we started talking about these giraffes.
Those are
Whatever.
giraffes.
I said, Dean, it's
Giraffes.
called survival of the fittest. Okay. Just
it's called psoriasis.
Survivor of the rafts. Survival of the fit. Please stop drinking like that. I will. I
What?
almost just punched you in the head.
What?
I almost punched you in the head. Don't make that sound in my ear, please. Yeah, I almost just Why do certain sounds give you such a visceral response? It was as if someone was attacking me, and I almost just did that. My boyfriend says giraffe
Giraffe.
with a T.
Giraffe. See.
My French mother can't say white rice.
What? How does she pronounce it?
I don't know. Claudine, how does she pronounce it?
White rice.
No, it's
Have there-
misophoneal. And I don't know. I'm going to go back and watch that moment because I don't know if anybody really gets how close I was to almost punching me in the face.
Have there ever been words in your life that you've been pronouncing your whole life, and then one day someone's like, "You aren't."
Dean,
pronouncing
say
that
this
correctly?"
word. Well, yeah, it just happened with giraffe.
Ambulance.
And say that.
Brewery.
Brewery is such a funny word because you could get caught. Brewery.
So
I guess not.
So recently, I realized that I was saying a word wrong.
What?
What would you call someone that stands behind a counter and is like taking your order? What would you call them?
It's not a waiter. People at like McDonald's,
Yeah, what would you call them?
an order taker,
No. But they have the money and
worker,
everything.
cashier.
Cashier. I have been calling cashiers for the longest time. And someone just recently called me out on it. I was like, yeah, I went to McDonald's and the cashier was like, and they were like, the what? I was like, that cashier. And they're like, what's a cashier? I was like, the cashier. Apparently it's cashier.
It's cashier.
And I was going cashier.
Now, Missy just said she makes fun of Jeremy for how he says crowns. They're crowns. I know we've talked about this before, but they are crowns.
Cashier.
Like where are your crowns?
That's
and
what I'm
people
saying.
are like,
I was making it fancy.
my what? Your crowns. Where are your crowns been color?
I think it should be
Like
cashier.
a crayon? I'm like,
That sounds so much like
What?
cooler. I'm a cashier at McDonald's, or I'm a cashier at McDonald's. That sounds way better. I'm a cashier.
crowns. Yeah. And you got a crown case. It's not Tussauds, it's crayon. No, they're crowns.
That made the job a lot bougier. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a cashier.
Cashier.
Sommelier. Oh, wait. Sommelier. That's another one you got to focus. Yeah, it's crowns.
Crayon.
Missy's wrong.
Crayon.
Crowns. The
Crowns.
crowns. The crowns. Okay, anyway.
Cashier.
Somebody said, when somebody says supposedly, I can't control my anger. Yeah.
Supposedly.
It's supposedly, but I guess some people say it with a base.
Sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I like all these
My
words
daughter
that
makes
people
fun of how I say orange. I leave out the A. Orange?
Orange.
How do you leave out?
Orange.
That is how you say orange.
Orange.
I don't know what you mean.
Crayons. You got any crayons back there? You cashier?
Clap it out. Crayon. Crown.
I'm a cashier
At Target.
At Target.
Boutique.
Cashier.
Mm-hmm.
Target.
Mm-hmm.
Has no one paid any attention to how Dean spoke growing up? Guess
Cashier.
not.
Hello. I say crowns. Thank you, Denise.
All right. So anyway, giraffes. Yeah, where we're talking about how like the hot ones end up becoming the long-necked ones.
I've never said that.
Because they're the ones that get to eat the food. So I don't know. I just feel like, and my mom was like, "Well, it's the survival of the fittest." I'm like, "Yeah, but you never see that in real life. Like, you never see like, oh, the nerdy kid."
Yeah, you do all the time.
What do you mean?
Dean, it happens in high schools everywhere. The cute guy on the football team, everybody,
Oh, and then
and nobody's paying attention to the girl with the glockenspiel in the back, who clearly is just a late bloomer and just needed some time and maybe some cleanser for her face that her mom never bought. And what? She couldn't get that? I'm sorry, that struck a little deep for me.
So you're a long neck giraffe.
I'm a short neck giraffe.
No, you're a long neck giraffe.
Well, I guess at some point the short neck giraffes were.
No, then all the later on in life, they never go back. They never go back.
Who never goes back?
The ladies. All the lady giraffes are like, wow, we really like the short neck giraffes. And then there's only one long neck giraffe.
Mm-hmm.
And then times change and the stock market.
You
goes
should
through
never
the
teach
roof.
survival of the fittest.
And then
I would love
all the
to
trees
just
get higher.
watch you teach this science thought of survival of the fittest to just a group of fifth graders.
Yeah.
I would love
all the
sit
trees get taller, and then the long neck giraffes are the only ones that can eat, and all the short neck lady giraffes are like, hey, buddy. Like, I could be a great stay-at-home giraffe. and then the long neck giraffes, but they never go back to the short neck giraffes. Typically all the girl giraffes moms are like, when's he gonna get a job? What's he gonna do with his life? When's he gonna be a long neck giraffe?
Wait, Andrew just said people who say height with the TH sound at the end make me unreasonably angry. Do they say height?
It's height.
Oh,
Height. D needs
All right.
a woman.
Michelle says we have to play this game.
Word you pronounced incorrectly one time and it still haunts you to this day.
Man's laughter.
Oh yeah, I did hear this one.
Oh, manslaughter.
Man's laughter.
Man's laughter.
15 to 20 for laughing.
The word you pronounced incorrectly
15 to
one
20
time.
years from.
It's a word you pronounced incorrectly one time and it still haunts you to this day.
Man's laughter.
Is it the same clip?
15 to 20 years for manslaughter. That's funny.
I've never.
Man's laughter.
Anyway, so we start talking about giraffes and how giraffes are perceived as just kind of being gentle giants or whatever.
Yeah, then I mentioned that, you know what's kind of messed up is in Madagascar, the giraffe.
We're going deep today, everybody.
The giraffe in Madagascar is seen as like the nerdy one, which is kind of funny. Maybe the writers did that on purpose. But the whole time they're like, Melvin, did you take your inhaler? And he has a cone on his head.
You realize you're the giraffe of the human world.
No.
You are.
So
you're
what-
real
okay.
tall and gangly.
Okay, so what I hear you saying is later on in life,
You're gonna bloom.
all the trees are gonna get real tall.
You're gonna. I don't even understand any of your analogy. I don't know if I'm the long neck or the short neck, or you're the. You're so confusing.
What do you
I don't think
mean?
you understand survival of the fittest.
You're saying that in high school,
In high school,
you were dorky, you played the
listen.
glockenspiel, nobody liked you.
You will see survival of the fittest in its most truest form in high schools.
No.
Everywhere.
So that means
everybody's paying attention to the
you're a
football
long
player.
neck draft. Because at a certain point, everybody loved the short neck drafts, the football players.
That's right.
And then at a certain point, I don't know what the analogy would be for the trees getting taller, but maybe you make more money. I don't know. You're just fun to be around.
Okay.
Then you're like, hey, these long neck drafts actually have some personality.
Yeah, so they play the glockenspiel.
Yeah.
So what? One day that could come in handy. That hasn't happened yet. But one day they're going to make a movie about a mom who saves the world. And they're like, all we need you to do to stop this catastrophe from happening is for somebody to play this glockenspiel. And I'm like,
And then
I've been waiting for this my whole life.
yeah. And then that's when you blossom. So I just haven't blossomed
Anyway.
yet. The market hasn't shifted yet for me. I'm still
You're still out in the field by yourself.
I'm still a long neck draft in a short neck draft world.
Yes. Uh-huh.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. So I say to Dean, so he's telling me about the giraffe in Madagascar. Real deep conversation.
Hey, what happened? Did someone?
And I say,
Wow, that's
Dean,
rude. Who's
did
being
you-
rude?
Don't worry about
Are
it.
you being rude to me?
No, I don't think so. This is just
I don't
how
think
we
you're
talk.
being rude.
Anyway.
I knew he was a long neck draft.
Anyway, I said, Dean, did you ever see giraffes fight?
What's everyone saying?
I don't
What
know. I
happened?
don't know what they're talking about. We don't pay
All right, we
attention
don't-
to
that's
that when
whatever.
there's a hubbub.
In a world of short neck drafts,
Be a long neck draft. That's a shirt.
You got to put that on a
There
shirt.
it is.
In
But if you
world
had a
of
shirt
long
just said,
neck-
I'm a long neck giraffe, and people are like, what?
Yeah, they'd be like,
Survival of the fittest.
survival of the fittest.
I'm gonna have a shirt that says, I can save the world by playing the glockenspiel. That's gonna
Yeah.
be my shirt. Okay, here it is. So I said, Dean, have you ever seen giraffes fight? And he was like, what? And I said, yeah, it's real weird. Hold on, let me show you. Dean, it's gonna upset you. Are you ready?
This is giraffes fighting.
Giraffes fighting. So
For the amazing new iPhone
that's
15
not
Pro.
what this is. This is they have the same thing as gorillas, except we expect gorillas to fight like gorillas, but you're just like, how do giraffes fight?
This is Good Morning
Fight
America.
ever.
Most violent giraffe fight ever.
Look.
Stunning video from the Discovery Channel.
That's not real.
Giraffes
It
using their
is.
That's not
long
real.
necks as weapons to go after each other.
Oh
ABC's
my
Will Ferris has the
god.
story.
See?
Huge claws, sharp teeth,
You're not gonna show
and
them?
aggressive antlers, all
Showing you.
familiar weapons of the wild.
Yeah.
But now, in this rare video, two unlikely fighters are sticking their necks in the ring. That's right, giraffes, the long-tongued, long-limbed,
How did
long-shot
this-
prize fighter
I don't
battling
know. It
it out.
doesn't
Craziest-
say.
This is the
Just
craziest
jab their
episode.
horns into each
I don't
other,
know what
swinging
that
their
they-
500-pound
Show it,
necks
show
with
it.
such force.
That is not real.
It
That's
is.
crazy.
I'm telling you, it upset a lot of people when it came out. It was crazy.
That looks like it's CGI'd.
But where's the evidence that giraffes ever had short necks? Let's get back to what's important.
That's what they would just tell us in school. They would say giraffes used to have short necks, and they used to eat all the time. But then the trees got taller, and then they never clarified.
randomly,
They never clarified why
all the trees got taller.
get taller. But the trees get taller, and because there used to be a long neck giraffe, and they talk to you like it was high school. They're like, everyone picked on the long neck giraffe. And they're like, one day the trees get taller, and then all the long neck giraffes can eat all the leaves because their necks are tall. And then they laugh. They're like, who's the long neck giraffe now?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't understand. They never
What about shrubs? There were no shrubs.
There's a lot of holes in their story, but I also question like animals can eat. They don't have to just eat how did if the short neck giraffes were only competing for the tall trees.
Let me ask you,
they couldn't find something else to eat.
Would this be a topic you would bring up on a first date? Like if you went into
Yeah.
this whole diatribe.
I'd be like,
about,
what's your name, and are you a long neck giraffe or a short neck giraffe?
Could you imagine being on a date across from Dean and he is just first he's saying giraffes, and
Have
he's
you ever
like
seen giraffes
really
fight?
he goes, do you have any idea why the trees grew?
Got bigger. Why did they get bigger? Nobody tells you
No
why.
one's told me,
No
and we
one's-
just met. I
No
thought
one's
maybe
talking
you know.
about this. If you go outside nowadays, all the trees are getting a lot bigger than they used to be.
Where are the giraffes? Mm-hmm.
Where are all the small trees?
So that's what our discussion was about today. I'm tired.
And to think this all started with poop.
It all started with
It all started with poop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah. Could you imagine? The girl's gonna go home from her date. How was your date? It was good. I mean, it was cute. He just wouldn't stop talking about giraffes. Are you gonna see him again? I don't know. He keeps asking me about trees.
Was
him.
Was he like a zoologist or no?
No.
Actually, his profession had nothing to do with giraffes, but
No.
he seemed very enthusiastic about it.
No. And he had a giraffe shirt on. It was
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why can't they just eat bushes? That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm saying. Like they had not. They couldn't eat anything else. The short neck giraffes seem so concerned with the long neck giraffes.
And
But
then he
the
was
point- the
like,
point
he's like,
that it
so
was-
eventually what? Everybody started liking long neck giraffes. Like I would like a short neck. I said, it's not that they liked the long neck giraffe more. It's just that all the little ones started dying. I was like, that's basically men as they get older. Men who you would never found attractive in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Listen, at 70, there's only 5 left. You're like, that one's starting to look good. You know what? If there's only 5 of them left, now you're good looking. Maybe that's what it is, Dean. Maybe you were going to be in your prime at like 75.
Oh, great. Great.
Because with women, we don't. There's so many of us. I don't know. It's called evolution.
So I'm just waiting for the trees to get taller, essentially. I don't know what that equates to.
Dean's on a date, just walk around. She's like, "What? Is something up there?" No. I'm just watching
Well,
these
trees
trees.
are still short,
But
so
a little
this ain't
crazy.
not-
Long
this-
time ago, this was like nuts. So just keeping an eye on it.
Have you seen the trees lately? Recently, they're still short, so this date's not gonna go well.
Oh.
Wouldn't a short neck giraffe be a horse? That's what I'm saying. Like, so did you all?
Now I want a ramen shirt. I want you to know I bought him this shirt.
This
I
is
thought
the
it was
weirdest draft.
Hilarious. At the bottom,
Oh yeah.
it says "Send nudes." It's literally the best shirt. My mom's like, "Who are you buying that for?" I was like, "Dean."
And this is why I'm a long neck giraffe.
I'm trying to make him a long neck giraffe.
I speak for the giraffes.
Dean's gonna be the greatest Golden Bachelor.
No.
You're like, what? So funny.
Do you see, like, to
What?
be so I guess on the Golden Bachelor, the criteria to be a Golden Bachelor isn't necessarily that you are a widow, right? You just are old.
Dean, you had to be single, so you either have to have never been married, which nobody wants that guy, or divorced or widowed. Yeah, you'd have to be a bachelor. It's really like the only
Is there a
requirement.
plan to get married at the end of the show? That seems
I
like
feel,
it would be
I
very
don't know. I mean, somebody else could probably answer. I don't know if like on The Bachelor, do they get married or is it
No,
like,
no.
oh, I bet they probably
But I mean,
do.
I think doesn't the regular I don't want to say regular Bachelor, but like the Bachelor, typically ends with like I think an engagement or something.
Yeah, I feel like there's a wedding, but I don't know.
But with the Golden Bachelor,
The end is engagement. they
yeah.
say.
That happens on the Bachelor. They get engaged, but with the Golden Bachelor, like I don't know.
They're like, you better hurry up because
you
you guys are old. You might want to move this along.
this up.
You're gonna have babies. Where are you going with this? What?
Listen, the trees aren't going to get any shorter.
Oh, yeah.
Are people counting down how many Coronas I have left?
No, they're talking about how many
People are
how many
left?
bachelorettes are left.
How many are
and I'm a
left
little
now?
behind, so don't tell me.
How many?
Continue to date.
There's only
knowing-
3 left. There's
Yeah,
only 3
yeah.
ladies.
Yeah, I guess so.
Dang.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I gotta catch up on it because Dean. Maybe they're making some real commitment, said Jeremy. Exactly. Oh, I think our special guest just pulled up.
Wait, did you see that comment? There have been more successful couples that have come out of Biggest Loser than there have on any of the Bachelor or Bachelorette
Oh,
shows.
really? You think that's true, Carrie?
That would be
Yeah.
interesting to find out.
It's so funny. Yeah, we have a special guest. It's just here. Dean, let me get another chair. How many baby Coronas you have left, Dean? Yeah, they're baby. How many do you have left, and why do you have them left? Could have been drinking the whole box by the time
I think I have.
first night.
I'm
came.
not a big drinker.
Really?
I think
That's surprising with your Corotinas.
Listen.
I thought Dean was the special guest. Nope. Is it a giraffe? Surprise! It's gonna be hard to see him.
That'd be crazy. You know when they go to Disney, or like when what is it? I think Jim Gaffigan talks about how when he goes to Disney and if you stay in like Animal Kingdom or something, there's just like animals in your backyard.
Yeah.
There's like a giraffe.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah. There's our guest. I'm a huge fan of Big Brother, and they've had 7 marriages that are still together. Interesting. That's so funny. Obviously, a short neck. Thank you, Jasmine. We couldn't get the long neck, so. Does Dean realize it? No, he didn't realize it, Cindy, until he got home. And my mom was like, "What is this?" And he's like, "Coronas." She's like, "Don't." Even my mom was like, "This don't look right," and she don't ever drink. So, yeah, it was the whole thing. All right, our surprise guest is here. Here we go. So, welcome back to the show, Dean Blizzard. Dean, come sit down. You can fill in our surprise guest on where you've landed on the evolution. You're on this side. So, So we don't get to see him very often, but he is a fan favorite here at One Funny Mother. Let's hear it for Graphics. Jeff is in the house. What? Come sit down.
Hello.
Oh, look at this. He's never here. Let me push this back. Dean, you coming back over? Dean has been explaining to us survival of the fittest, but with giraffes.
Giraffes?
You know the giraffe story?
Giraffes. He keeps saying giraffes like one syllable, and I've
Giraffe.
had to explain
the
to
whole
him.
thing with, like,
It is
short-
2 syllables.
Thank you.
giraffe.
Mhm.
Giraffe, yes.
Giraffe.
You ever hear that story about like the short neck giraffes?
That's my vase. Would you like something to drink? I have another vase.
No, I'm good. What-
weird.
explain your
Well,
story.
you know that thing about the short neck.
You have to talk
Giraffes
this way, and you have
and
to
the
move.
long
Come
neck
forward.
giraffes? You know
Come
that
forward.
whole story.
I do not.
So like
Come
in-
forward.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So
okay.
like in school they would say like, oh, giraffes used to all have short necks, and then they would make fun of the long neck giraffes, right? And then one day all the trees got taller,
randomly.
and then all the long neck giraffes had something to eat, and all the short neck giraffes died off because
I'm
they
assuming this was grade school.
yeah.
This
No, this was college.
This was his dissertation.
This is
Oh.
my
I
senior.
went to grade school in the 80s. We did not learn that.
What?
Exactly.
All right, let me look it up. I know.
So
I know
the
for a fact
question
there's like a
is,
picture.
are you a short neck giraffe or a long neck giraffe? What do you assimilate with?
I would probably go with short.
See, he's old school. We're old.
We are old.
We're part of the old school.
Wait. Hold
Have
on.
you ever seen the video of giraffes fighting?
With their necks. And
Yes.
Yes.
I just showed it. Mm-hmm.
I've
Wait.
seen that.
Maybe this is a
Um,
children's book.
The Short Neck Giraffe by Gabriella, age 10, Virginia. Okay.
So I found this
You
picture.
sure?
But look,
Hate
this
to
is
tell you
the,
what I read when I was in grade school.
this is the whole concept.
And you learned this from Gabriella from Virginia.
No, I swear that they taught this.
And you didn't just
I
read
swear it's
Gabriella's
not
book,
just a
her
story.
10-year-old book. Okay.
We got excited when we found my dad's Playboys, but you know,
Wow. It took
we
a
don't have to
turn.
get into that.
It took a turn.
Sorry.
I
He was
get
talking about
excited when I
giraffes.
find this short neck giraffe.
So we've identified that Dean is probably a long neck giraffe in life, and that if he talks about this on a first date, I don't know that he's going to get a say. You're not getting the full true enthusiasm that he came to the table with about the giraffes, but a girl would have to really enjoy talking about giraffes too.
And their neck sizes.
Wait, I looked away and this guy popped up. Who's he? This is Jeff. He's part of the One Funny Mother team. He does all of our graphics, all of our pictures. So Jeff and I work together and do all the designs for the shirts.
See, now this
Okay.
picture.
Are we still on giraffes?
We're still beeping on giraffes.
Is that
This-
your spirit animal?
No, maybe. See that now
Okay.
this picture, this doesn't clarify why
I think it does.
this picture doesn't clarify why the trees get bigger. This makes it seem like they can extend their necks.
Uh-huh.
But this is the evolution
That's
of
fair.
this is the evolution of
Natural selection.
giraffes. So yeah.
Okay, so you put that on your profile, Dean. Loves giraffes.
I don't know.
We said we were going to make a giraffe shirt now for Dean.
A short one or a tall one?
No, he's a tall giraffe.
All right.
And I was saying
I've used all
that
my energy for the day now.
wow, I think Dean needs a giraffe tattoo.
Where would you put it?
I have an idea. Whoa, I got a long.
Don't answer.
giraffe.
Don't
No,
answer that.
Thank you.
Don't
I got
answer
a
that.
long
Good
giraffe.
job, giraffe, Jeff. So anyway, I don't know. Were you working for me the day that we went live about April the giraffe? Were we working together yet? So Missy mentioned it
I don't
earlier.
recall.
So you remember when April the giraffe? There was
The
a
only famous giraffe I know of is Jeffrey and his
no,
dad.
no.
That's all I know.
That's from
Toys R Us.
Yeah, Toys R Us. No. For one day, all of a sudden, a giraffe showed up in everybody's Facebook feed.
Oh, I remember that.
Right? And she was pregnant. And they were like, she can have a baby any minute.
Oh, that's when they had the video on her, like 24/7.
Yes, they had the video on it, right? So everybody was watching it. And Missy, I know, was here working. I think, was it Carolyn or was it Steph? I don't know. But anyway, everybody's talking about this giraffe. And I was like, what are we going to do today at work? So I decided if everybody's obsessed with giraffes, we're going to have our own giraffe feed. So I got up really early. I went to Target that day, couldn't find a giraffe stuffed animal. So I found a horse and I put spots on it. I came home and I drew spots on it. I came home, I pushed this table up against that wall and I made a barn and a fence, and I put this stuffed animal right in the middle of it. And I started brushing its hair and I put music on and I went live. And then people started showing up for work. And Missy was like, hey, and I was like, shh. She's like, why are we being quiet? I was like, because we're live with a fake giraffe. It was very confusing. But we were live for 5 hours. We just started like brushing the giraffe's hair. We put on spa music. I think somebody gave it a massage. And 50,000 people watched it.
Wow.
So dumb.
Clearly, I got to work on my knowledge of
Yeah,
giraffes.
I mean, obviously. Missy was singing soothing songs. It was so weird.
Hi,
It was
Missy.
so weird. Mrs. here.
Hi, Mom.
Jeremy's here. Is your mom here?
I think so.
She is. I didn't see her name.
I thought I saw her. Oh,
He is here. He's going to be taking some pictures of the new merch that we've made. It's going to be rolling out over the next week while I'm gone. So we're doing some pictures today. So it's ready. Well, we normally, yeah. It was so crazy how many people watched it. It was crazy. So anyway, do you see that pile of food over there?
yeah.
That's all the food that I'm putting in my suitcase. So I'm a little nervous that when I go on my trip, nobody knows where I'm going. They know I'm going somewhere, but they don't know where I'm going.
I know.
I know, so be quiet. But I'm a little nervous because the store is 1.5 miles away. You have to walk, and you have to walk through a manure field to get there. So I just keep adding stuff to my food pile. So I'm bringing a ridiculous amount of food. So like today, so they're all in a like a WhatsApp thing, like a chat, like all the people in the group. And then somebody was like, let's order pizza tonight. And I was like,
When do you leave?
I don't think I can bring pizza with me tomorrow night, 10 o'clock at night.
Wow.
And then I fly through, and when I land, it's morning and time to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're gonna have fun. You
I
sure you
do
don't need a
have rain
photographer?
boots. Did you pack all your underwears? No. It's food contraband, probably. Did you
Do you
check with the
have-
airlines you can be food? I did not. What?
No, I forget what I was saying.
Oh.
Did you pack add a
Um,
shovel?
Yeah, for the poop? No. What kind of field? I don't know. It's like farms that they said like you could go on streets, but it's going to take a lot longer, or you cut through these fields. I did buy wellies.
What's a welly?
A wellie is a boot, like a rain boot.
Oh,
Because I'm walking through Menorah, I was going to bring hiking boots, but then Chris was like, how are you going to get poop off your hiking boot? I was like, But wellies are just like those rubber, like the hunter boots. I didn't get a hunter, but those. But I got them. They're short. They're
are you
cute.
going hunting?
No, I'm supposed to be writing a book. Now, that's not to say that I won't end up hunting or doing something else, because I'm like, I don't like writing like that. But hopefully I'll come back with a book. Are there giraffes there? Maybe. I do need a passport. Yeah. There's what is they wish they brought. No, I didn't ask anybody. Yeah. Poop on a shoe. So we'll see. So I'll probably be popping in here and there as I kind of make my way
So
through the airport.
with you
and
going
such.
away, I'll have off next week.
So funny that you say that. No.
Okay, just wondering.
You have to finish the shirt for the trip. Well, that's being printed, so we have a sample coming through. So yeah, so by the time we get back, we're trying to make sure everything's ready because then we're getting ready. There's only a couple weeks left until our Let Me See Your Ball Drop trip in New York. So it'll be exciting. I'm going to go live Monday. It'll be your morning, but my afternoon. And so I'll go live and then you can see if you can figure out where I am.
Some good guesses.
Mm-hmm.
Some bad ones too.
Some bad ones. I know. A lot of these places that people are mentioning, I'm like, oh, I wish I was going there. That sounds exciting.
Jeff, if the boss is away.
Is Jeff coming on the trip? Jeff is always trying to come on the trip. Doesn't matter where I'm going. You need a photographer? You need a photographer. And then the one time I did take you with me, we went to Baltimore. I had a conference and he was going to take some pictures at the conference. And somehow it was a Tipsy Tuesday and I convinced him to get into his underwear and walk along. It was a fancy hotel with like was it a waterfall in it?
There was a large fountain of some type there.
It's a fountain.
This was part of my job description.
And I was like, yeah, Jeff, just go over there and dance. He's like, okay. I was like, take your pants off. It's like, all right.
Got to do what the boss says.
Listen, right? I mean, who knows? How did I miss that Tipsy Tuesday? That was a long time ago. What year do you think that had to be?
That was like it was before COVID.
It was before COVID, so it was before 20.
I've been working for you for.
When did you start? What year was it?
6 years now.
What year was it? Do you know?
Maybe 2016, 2017.
Was I on Broadway still?
No.
Then it wasn't 16. It probably was 17.
Probably 17 because Jeffrey was a little guy then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
Jeffrey
interview,
was
though.
definitely it's the funniest. So all good. But thank you guys for watching. As always, we're gonna go get some work done here, learn more about drafts. I said, Dean, everybody thinks you're talking about the draft, D-R-A-F-T. It's giraffe. So we're glad we cleared that up. And what is the name of the person? Say you went to go pay for something at a store and the person has is taking your money. What do you call that person?
The cashier?
How do you say it, Jeff?
Cashier.
Cashier?
Yeah.
Not cashier?
Maybe if you were in France. But you have to say la in front of it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So we had to clarify. Are there any words that you had said wrong that you know of? I'm trying to think. Well, fine and dining
people's names I can screw up sometimes.
But there's no words like, can you say aluminum?
Aluminum.
Yeah. Can you say sommelier?
Sommelier.
There's no words you can't say?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
There's a lot of words I can't say. I just can't think of them.
Chris can't say Adirondack.
Adirondack?
Yeah. She says Adirondacks. I go, that is correct. Oh, crayon. It's crown.
It's crown.
Thank you. It's crown.
Is it water ice or water ice?
Water. Mm-hmm.
Is it sauce or gravy?
It's sauce.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Boom. All right. My mom can't say Tylenol. Schedule. So funny.
Whoa, no, Jeff. What is this, Kendra? What do you got? Sorry.
She said leafus. My 3-year-old can't say leaves. She said leafus.
Leafus.
Is Jeff Italian? I don't think so. Are you?
Yeah.
Stong?
Well, that's German. My father is German. My mother is Italian.
What was her maiden name?
Pastorius.
Wow.
It was changed. It used to be Pastorini. My grandfather changed it. I don't know why.
He didn't like the Eenies?
I don't know.
He went the Ories?
I guess.
Mm-hmm. So anyway. But thanks, everybody. We're going to see what next week turns into. I'm hoping I have some good Wi-Fi. And I'm not going to Michigan. It would not be as exciting. I did find my passport, so I'm all set. And that's it. So have a great weekend. I hope you get to do something fun. I hope you like the pictures we're going to take.
Not my pictures.
There is pictures that he'll be taking where he makes me gorgeous, and he just filters everything until I look 27.
No.
And if I don't,
it's all natural.
Jeff's fault.
All natural.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. As always, like Judy from Saskatoon says, do something nice for yourself. Our newsletter is going to be coming out as well next week while I'm gone. Jeff is in charge of that. So if you like it, clap for Jeff.
Wednesday, Friday at the latest.
Yeah, make him crazy with all the deadlines. But that's it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend and a blessed weekend, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you.
See ya.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.